The 17th Annual NoDQ.com Year-End Awards.
Alright, for Feud of the Year, the nominees are as follows. John Cena versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. Samoa Joe versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz. Charlotte versus Sasha Banks. And Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens. These are the your voters nominated?
Yes.
Where is Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens a good feud? When did that happen? Tell me when that happened, people. Seriously.
They had a Hell in a Cell match.
Whoop-de- and how bad was that Hell in a Cell match? Thanks to Chris Jericho.
That was actually a great match.
It was until Jericho jumped in there and made it all about him.
Yeah, it's more about the Jericho storyline, but
no.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, I think that barely made the list.
That's a weak choice. I'm sorry.
Now, maybe earlier we were talking about the match of the year, and maybe you were right about Revival and DIY, because looking on here, I think Ziggler and Miz definitely should get Feud of the Year. So if that's the case, maybe I could go with Revival versus DIY as
match of the year.
As match of the year.
Because I was gonna say either them or Charlotte and Sasha for Feud of the Year, because both those feuds were compelling and really told the story.
What ruined it for me was Sasha losing in Boston.
That was bad. And the whole...
That ruined the story.
And her continually getting hurt did not help it at all either.
Although I will say Ziggler and Miz, the problem with that is, you had the big moment with Ziggler winning. That should have been the end of the feud. And then Miz wins the title back, which was stupid. And Ziggler wasn't even on the pay-per-view. So, again, that kind of ruined it.
So both these matches have had... both these feuds have been unbelievable stories told throughout the course of the year...
But the ending...
And the ending was terrible. I think overall, though, if you look at both of them side by side, I think the better feud overall that told a more compelling and just almost gut-wrenching story was Dolph and Miz.
I mean, Cena and AJ had some great matches, but the storyline was just AJ's going to beat up John Cena, and then he did. That was the story.
Yeah, there was no story. AJ said it, he did it, that was it.
Yeah. Joe and Nakamura, they had a very good feud.
They've had a good feud, but it's still NXT.
Yeah. You know what? I think I'm going to go with Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, because they had an excellent match at Battleground, and that was the end of the feud. Sami won, although I think Owens beat him after he won the Universal title, but whatever. They weren't really feuding at that point. It was just Sami getting a shot at the title. I'm not even sure if he got a shot at the title, if it was just...
I forgot at this point.
But anyways, I love that feud, and they had their interactions at WrestleMania. That started at the Rumble, it went back to NXT, but at the Rumble was when it really got renewed, and it lasted through most of 2016. So I'm going to go with Owens and Zayn.
All right.